Cool. So the question for today was obviously, what is success? And the moment I heard this question, I went onto YouTube and went onto, Google, searched up what is success to hear successful people's ideal definition of success, or people that are striving for success and how they think success works and how you get to be successful and what success is. And I think the main thing I gathered from the videos I did watch and the things I did read is that no one actually has a definition for success. I think there isn't a particular definition for success. I think being successful is like what the individual deems as being successful. I think for myself, how I see success is someone that's successful to me is someone that's consistently able to hit a target but not be content, because I think people that are content are stable, and when someone's stable, there's no motion. And I think if there's no motion, there's no progression, whereas successful people hit a target and then set another target, hit that target, and continuously progress onto the next targets. So even if, for example, they start from here and someone else is here, because this person's stable and they're content, there's no motion, they stay here. But this person's continuously hitting, aiming for different things, and they're able to obviously become more successful than this person in terms of, let's say, hierarchy, if that's what their aim is, if that makes sense. And I think an example that I hear quite a lot is an example of the importance of habits when it comes to success. And when, for example, in the army, straight away when they wake up, they make their bed. And for majority of people, obviously people don't make their bed because, they think, I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, what's the point of making it if you're going to go back into it? Which is a mentality I understand, but I could never relate to, because for me, I think it's a sense of achievement, and it's a little win for yourself. I think if you wake up in the morning and make your bed, you've done something correctly, and something looks better now. So instantly you're giving yourself a good thing. Like you're being happy and content with yourself. So you've already hit a target. So the next target will be, for example, to be on time to the destination you're getting to. Now, these are not necessarily goals in terms of like short-term, mid-term, or long-term, or these are not necessarily, goals that you say explicitly. You're not going to go to someone and say, yeah, today I made my bed, my goal is to, do this. But we have personal goals, and then we have business goals or life goals. And I think the more personal goals you have, the more little goals you have, the more you are able to get close to your, obviously long-term goals. Because I think when it comes down to being a successful person, I think a successful person starts off with the basics. I think, for example, habits like making your bed in the morning, or being someone that's constantly on time, and being someone that's perceived and is seen as someone that can be an example for others to follow. I think if you're someone that has the right habits, you're someone that when people think of you, they think this person is going to be on time. They think this person, I can rely on them. They are going to be here. I don't doubt them. I know they do everything to the best of their ability. They're always putting 100%. That's what successful people will strive for in the beginning, because they know if I lay that foundation for myself, and if I'm able to create that, image of myself and be that person, not just because I want people to perceive me that way, but I actually want to be this person, and I want to be able to gain the habit of being on time consistently, so that when I get to a situation where I'm moving up towards my goals, I am this person naturally. And I think one of the main things, especially when you're young, is the idea of fearing failure. But then I think once you become someone that's obsessed with success, you sort of become scared of success, because you're thinking, because your name holds so much weight and you have so much expectations from yourself and people have expectations from you, you're thinking, if I don't succeed, then, I'm going to be seen as a failure. If I do succeed, then I need to up my game even more and I need to level up. And sometimes doing more becomes scary, because you're like, I don't know exactly what to do. Because you don't know, if you reach a certain goal, you think, okay, this is good, but then there's another goal, but then you're scared of getting to the next goal because you're thinking, I don't know if I'm going to do it right, and you're scared of being successful. And I think going back to habits, for example, when it comes down to having a mentality towards things as a habit, is having a good student mentality, someone that's willing to ask questions. And a lot of people, whether you're young or old, find it hard to, openly ask a question, because it gives them a sense of vulnerability and it gives them a sense of feeling like they don't know. But no one expects anyone to know anything. I think the successful people around us that we see and look at, like Richard Branson, I don't think when they failed, they gave up and didn't ask people around them questions, or didn't research how to do better and how to get to the stage they got to. I think people who are humble and people who are willing to utilize the network and utilize the resources around them are the people that are going to be successful, rather than being a person that says, once they fail, that's the end of the world. And I think when it comes to success, it's about having the right mentality towards things, and having a mentality where you're consistently not content with the information you have, and you know that you can have more knowledge, and once you gain knowledge, you're consistently passing it down to encourage others to be successful. Because I think a part of success is being around successful people and seeing others succeed. And like, for me personally, I think success is seeing others succeed. And I think being at the winners table alongside people that you've built something with together with is one of the best feelings in the world. And I think for a lot of people, I think it comes from like the little things like habits, having a good mentality towards things, having a student mentality, and being able to pass down those skill sets and that mentality and those habits to the individuals around you, just by being an example of that, rather than saying you are an example, and being on time rather than saying be on time. And then from there, success is going to be inevitable, as long as you have the motion, as long as you are not stable and you continuously set a target, hit that target, set another target, hit that target.